guess what? If you're coming on this call, if you know any, your brother, your uncle, your grandfather, anybody, your husband, your boyfriend, your co-worker, if they're suffering from diabetes, this is not just a call about erectile dysfunction. It's a call to actually avoid it. So men can actually know what to do to actually avoid this if they are plaguing with any of the conditions that I've spoken about. If you love your brother, if you love your uncle, if you love your cousin, if you love your grandfather, if you love your father, if you love your neighbor, if you love the person who you know, anybody who you know who is suffering from any of those illnesses, please get them on the line. Please, because the thing about it is, a lot of men would not come out and tell you as a family member what they're going through. They would rather suffer in silence. They would rather suffer in silence. So it would be best to get them on an open forum like this. They don't have to say anything. You understand? And a lot of the men who came on the line, they did, some of them didn't even have health challenges, but they wanted to avoid having these health challenges. They wanted to avoid it. So even if you have a young man in your house who's 20 and over, my son was in the kitchen last week, Ruth Ann, listening to me. And he said, boy, mom, because he's 22, at least he's going to be 22 next month, God spare life. And he said, well, I know what to look out for. Thank goodness my mom is a nurse. And thank goodness you put on these calls, because these things would be in my mind forever, so that I don't have to face those problems. So get persons on this call. This isn't for the old. This isn't for the young. This is for everyone. And this is for mothers. This is for wives, to actually assist the men in your life. We got to be more serious about this. This is not, I was telling Ruth Ann and nurse Mortimer, who's on the call, and I think we had this call previously with Queen Marva and King Clive and Queen Beverly and Queen Adriana and Queen Joy Piera. We were having this call where we said that, guess what? We need to move away from, we're trying to sell a product. No. Because being in the health field, we have had many persons who we've reached out to, who've cried on our shoulders, literally, about things that they're going through. And for somebody to come back and tell any one of you on this call, thank you for having me on that call. Thank you that I may have an option. Thank you. Those are the words that we're really looking for, because it feels good to assist someone in reaching their optimum health. To see someone be able to lower the amount of medication they're on. To see a child, because I've been actually dealing with children who have juvenile diabetes. I met a young man, 15. He was a diabetic from he was 3 years of age, having to get insulin shots. And then the thing about it is, as he get older, they have to increase his medication. He was even on night controller. And you know what he said? He's not totally off insulin, but he doesn't have to take the night controller anymore. And the thing about it is, he said to me, I said, boy, you got to stop. He said, Miss Ali, I ain't gonna lie, I've been sneaking in some sodas, but guess what? I still don't have to take the night control. I say, yeah, but stop it. Stop it. But the thing about it is, he doesn't have to give himself, that child doesn't have to give himself that shot in the night anymore, because he had to take 4 shots a day. Do you know what that meant to that child? So why you know, I'm going to say this last word because I don't want to feel like I'm preaching. So why isn't it that we don't have this call packed out with over 100 people? Why? We have people suffering. When are we going to be our brother's keeper? And when, you know, we of color, if there was a white, I don't want to play the race card because Ruth Ann is half white, you know, so I love her. So, you know, get back at me with that. But
just so everybody know on this call who's Bahamian, my people from Andros. I only got pretty skin, right? So don't do it. Don't do it. She know I was coming for her. Coming for you. Left field. Coming for you.
But why is it, Ruth Ann, that we, the people of color, when we go to our sisters and brothers, why they don't listen? Why do they believe that we're trying to get over on them? We're not trying to get over on you. We're trying to assist you. You know why? Because the Caribbean, especially the persons, because we have some people on here from the US and some from Canada, but guess what? In the Caribbean, diabetes, hypertension.
Hey, I just want you to know, Nurse Adley, last week, our show was watched. People watched our show 145 views on our YouTube. So thank God, people watched afterwards. But you know, it's good to have that interaction because you're able to ask questions when you want to at the end if you need to. But you know, we got to just pray and hope, pray and hope, pray and hope. Nurse Adley, are you out there or did we lose you? Oh, we lost you for a second. Give me 1 second, guys. She's coming back in now. We lost her. Hold on, she's coming in. Coming in now. Sorry about that, guys. We lost her for a second. Are you back?
I'm back.
You're back? Okay.
Yeah,
okay, there we go.
Yeah. You know, I didn't hear the last thing that you said before we get started.
I was just telling you that we had 145 views watch it last week after the fact. So that, you know, that's a plus. At least the message got out to at least 145 or more persons. So that's a plus. So go ahead.
Okay. And so now we're going to get started with, you know, I was going to do it a little different, but by popular demand, I was asked to do it again, to do the same talk that I did last week, again, that we did.
Shall I just add a little piece to it? Because, you know, you have a little piece to add, so just add a little extra.
Is Nurse Mortimer on the line?
Let me check for you. Hold on. You continue and I'll check.
Okay. So let me.
No, not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
I know she was saying she was trying to get in. I don't know why she couldn't get in. You want to send the link to her, please?
No problem. I will.
And see if she got it. Or call her while I'm starting to see if she could get in.
Okay.
She said she couldn't get in. I don't know why certain people say they cannot get in. So could you, before I start, could you put that link on the screen again so people could know they can?
No problem. No problem. Hold on. Let me get that link.
Yeah.
And if you don't see your people on, just contact them again. Listen, people probably just get tired of me hitting them up. And the reason why I do it is because I know how vitally important it is for persons to know what we're doing. And, you know, like Nurse Adley said, you know, it's about us sharing information. And yes, we do have some formulations at the end that we do share with you, but it's because it's going to change your life, not because we're trying to sell you something. Because guess what? Lowe's is sell you things. Save More and Freeport is sell you things. All these places is sell you things. And guess what? You just buy them.
But Dr. Ruth Ann, can I say something to that?
Please add it.
Do you know that Prescription Parlor Pharmacy have these products selling it here in the Bahamas? and they're the second largest pharmacy here in the Bahamas.
Yeah, but see,
You
that's
know
how
that?
fool people are. They don't realize that.
And the thing about it is they are known and they stand behind their products. And the thing about it is they said this is something that is actually helping people, that is all natural, because persons have been asking for a natural alternative because of side effects. And they've been using these products and it has been helping a lot of their patrons. So the Balage and the Canoe is something that they're really pushing there over at Prescription Parlor Pharmacy. Then also Dr. Danny Johnson at the Foot Institute.
Good night, Canoe.
He also has a wellness center, and at their wellness center, they're also pushing these products. They're also pushing these products because it has been aiding persons who have circulatory issues, because a lot of the persons who come in for foot care have circulatory issues, and it's been assisting their patients. So, and then also Molecule Medical, they're pushing the products too because it is assisting their patients. You know, I don't know what else to say, but if you have something where what is just food, that's all it is, that's assisting you with wellness with no side effects, why not? Why not? So let's get started with this presentation. You know, I always put a little
Agatha is on if you need her to talk, so she can unmute now. Agatha, you should be able to unmute now.
She said she can't unmute.
Try now.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Agatha. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you? How's
Okay.
everybody tonight?
Great. Agatha, before we get started, you know, just give us 2 minutes of your time to tell us what you have noticed with your clients as it pertains to the Balage and the Canoe for persons with circulation and kidney failure and hypertension and diabetes and obesity. What you've seen, because you've been a nurse for, can I say it?
Sure.
Huh?
Yes.
You've been a nurse for over 40 years, right? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also assist with setting the council exams for the nurses here in the Bahamas, correct?
Yes, ma'am, for wound care.
And you also assist, used to assist with research here at the Institute, at PM Princess Margaret Hospital and Public Hospitals Authorities here in the Bahamas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I
so I'm
was
just
the
giving,
coordinator.
I
I
go
was
ahead.
just the coordinator for the papaya research that I did in conjunction with Dr. Delton Parkinson. Our results we hadn't published this yet.
So I just wanted to give, you know, persons, you know, let them know how much stripes you carry, you know, and to let them know that you know what you're talking about because you're a registered nurse, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I just want you to let them know on the line what you've seen these products do for persons.
Well, good evening, everyone, and I'm happy to be here to share my experience with you. And with the Sankey products, I had patients, well, actually, I specialize in wound care, which means that I worked in wound care for a little over 22 years. And with my experience, I did cared for patients with wounds, ulcers on their legs as a result of poor circulation, which is due to ulcers due to poor circulation, also ulcers due to diabetes, ulcered idiopathic, sometimes an ulcer would just appear, and when you do all the investigations, there's no main cause. And also have decubitus ulcers, which is actually as a result of persons that are immobile. I dealt with patients of course, that had burns, skin grafting, and the like. Unpleasant. Most we had good results, and sometimes because of underlying causes, some of the wounds take very, very long to heal. I was introduced to the Psyche products, I think that was 2019. I think it was, Donnelly.
Yes, 2019. Mhm.
And yes, and I was excited at first, and I'm like, wow, you know, let's pray about this. Let's go through this. Who am I going to start? And I tried it on several of my patients after, introducing them and talking to them. Several were willing to try. Although I worked in the public system, I had, of course, my home wound care services, and I had started with one or two of those patients. With my work at the PMH, I had several patients that were on dialysis, and they had ulcers, so I cared for them. And just in talking casually, I was talking about this product, and one or two of them were happy to try it. And one gentleman that was on dialysis, he was a diabetic, he had hypertension, he had poor circulation, and he was a fairly young man because at the time he was only 52. I had a wife, and he was diagnosed with diabetes when he was in his 30s. And so early 30s. And he's been battling with it. He had lost sight in one eye, and the list goes on. And then as a result, he was, like I say, on dialysis. Once you had those diseases, they tend to one thing after the other, especially if they're not managed properly. And one day he said, I'll try it. And he tried it, and I must say he liked it. His wife liked it as well, because he was suffering from decreased libido and impotence. And once he tried the Balaj, the first day was like, that make me feel good. And the second day was like, wow, everything is feeling good. Everywhere is feeling good. And he called with a praise report on the third day. He's like, boy, listen to me. What? Johnny standing up. I was shocked. I was like, what's going on? And so his wife would just look at me and smile, because then, it made them happy. And I was happy about that, because she was a young woman, and being, I consider a young man, early 50s, and so that's a praise report in that aspect. I had another lady who's 74, and she has had, I should say, leg ulcer. Years and years, intermittently. It was like I say, as a result of poor circulation. And once you don't go in and correct circulation, a lot of times you do what you can, the health ulcer heals, but if you don't do things to maintain it, like wear your stockings every day and all that, it tends to break back down again. And what happened was it break back down again, and she's been off and on with it. And she was excited to try the product as well. And so she tried the product. I got her on it, and I tried to, be consistent. And she was consistent, excited at first and everything. The wound started getting better. I want to talk your language, but the wound was like, it was very deep. Okay, it was down to the third of the skin. And like after 2 weeks on the products, I noticed it's getting nice and pink and red, and starting to get smaller, and it's starting to decrease in size. And she was excited about it. So she increased. She was taking it first once, the Balaj she was taking in the morning. And then I told her, she was like, I think I'm going to take it twice. So she took it twice a day. Okay. And her wound got better. And she's been, wow, I can't remember how long she had that wound. But that wound healed after I'll say approximately 3 months. That wound healed. Okay. And I have patients that were hypertensive as well. and it's just stabilized their high blood pressure. And so there's a lot of praise reports about the products. I tell persons that they're all natural, and it's up to you. We give you the information and you can try it if you wish. But there's a lot of praise reports, and I'm hoping one day we can probably put it all together and just have it, Dr. Ruth Ann, for persons to just view and listen to the miraculous works of the Sankey products.
Definitely, we got to work on that.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you for listening. I'm happy to share.
Thank you. Woohoo!
You're
That's
done.
what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Nurse Mortimer. And guys, that's my part. This is oh Lord, I'm doing the wrong side. This is my business shirt, my private along that I share with Nurse Mortimer and Dr. Delton Farquharson here in Bahamas, who is the only Bahamian vascular surgeon here on the island of the Bahamas. We are a power pack team, and these products are a part of our practice. And I know Dr. Ruth Ann is out there with Island Girl Healing, and Island Girl Healing, these products are one of the products that is a part of her business. So these products are one of the products that are a part of our practice as well. And as I said, we have Prescription Parlor Pharmacy and Dr. Danny Johnson out there, and Montague Medical, and other health persons here in the Bahamas using these products to actually assist persons in restoring and reversing their health. So let me go back. Let me go into the real core of this now. The main reasons why we're here, and that's for the men, for the kings, for the kings. You understand? This one is here for the kings. And I know Joy Briere, she is on the line, and tomorrow she'll be there. Is tomorrow Dr. Ruth Ann? For the queens. But
that's correct.
Yeah, we gotta give the kings the honor, their honor. You understand? And we're honoring them every Friday night. So kings, get more kings on this line on Friday nights. Okay, so let's go to the presentation. Let me know when you can see it pop up. You see it pop up, Dr. Ruth Ann?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. Let me minimize.
I can't wait till you do the presentation when you show them the white paper and break it down through the white paper.
Girl, stupid. Why you? I was gonna give them a little snippet. Look here.
Yeah, it's be in your mind. You
Stay
out your bedroom, eh?
What's wrong with you? But I ain't gonna fully break it on now. I just give them a little tease tonight, you see? Because
tease them, gal, tease them.
I can tease them. You understand? Because we ain't just talking this thing. We ain't just talking this thing. We gonna show you this thing. All right? So let's talk about impotence or erectile dysfunction, or let's just abbreviate it, ED. All right? And this thing does not just have one cause, it has several causes. That's why I tell you, men need to be on this line so that they can prevent. Prevention is always better than the cure. And we say that in the health world on a daily basis. If we could prevent things from happening, man, look here, then we don't have to be all around here looking for all kind of potions and notions and solutions and everything else to get our bodies back in shape. So this call is for persons who need help and for persons who do not need help to make sure that they don't need help. Okay, so ED can be caused by a number of things, including lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices, okay? And medical conditions, all right? So it becomes more common as a man ages. But guess what? I don't know if I could agree with that right now, because from what I have been seeing, we have a lot of young men in their 20s y'all hold your mouth right now. That's why I tell you all, even if you all have sons 20 and over, they need to be on this call. They need to be on this call, all right? Erectile dysfunction can be embarrassing, disheartening, and can put a strain on your relationship. Okay? Fortunately, there are many things like lifestyle changes and medications that may help you overcome this condition. Now, you see, the first time I read this, I didn't see it. The third time I read it, I didn't see it. But now I see it. All right? It says here, if you go back up, it says ED can be caused by a number of things, including lifestyle choices and medical conditions. All right? Now, in the second paragraph, it says, fortunately, there are things like lifestyle changes and medication. All right? Now, if you keep in right frame of lifestyle choices, you don't have to make lifestyle changes because you keep it on the right path. And I hope Jankit Pratt, man, hit up Jankit Pratt there to get on this line, Dr. Runa, and get Jankit on this line. That's my good. Anyway, medical conditions. A lot of medical conditions can be actually avoided or prevented if you make the right style life choices. Anyway, we can come back to that another day. All right. Anyway, lifestyle changes and medications that may help you overcome this condition. So talk to your doctor or talk to somebody who you know is well voiced in that area to find out the underlying conditions and what you can do to treat erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is actually something that can be prevented. All right. And it's always an underlying condition that causes it. Always an underlying condition. So let's look at some underlying stuff. Okay. Obesity. See some of y'all, Lord have mercy. Anyway, stay on the line because I have something to show y'all in the white papers about this, okay? Anyway, it is not uncommon for obese men to experience erectile dysfunction. Studies show that obese men are more than twice as likely to experience ED than those who are not overweight. Obesity raises the risk of cardiovascular conditions, including atherosclerosis, which is a buildup of fats and other substances in the artery wall that limits blood flow even to the penis, man. All right? So, also men who are obese often have an imbalance in hormone levels. Not only women, I said that last week, not only women have an imbalance of hormone levels. Now, some of y'all women, we know when our man having mood swings. Men, y'all have mood swings sometimes. Yes, y'all do. All right? Now, studies show that obese men have lower testosterone levels than men of average weight. Testosterone is necessary element in achieving and maintaining an erection. So see, there's a difference in achieving and maintaining, and achieving and not maintaining. Some just get there, but it just drop. It don't stay there. All right? But you need it to stay there, and you need help with that. All right? So not only does obesity influence a man's physical ability to keep an erection, but affects him physiologically as well. As obese men are more likely to experience decreased libido, depression, and decreased energy, all factors which can cause ED. All right, so look here, we got to take off a couple of pounds, and we have something here. You know, if somebody invited you to call, we have something here at the end of this call, we can help with, taking off some of that fat, getting some of that fat off that belly, off that stomach. All right, and you got to call Island Girl Healing. You can call Regal Medical, because guess what? We have some concoctions between Island Girl Healing and Regal Medical, which will actually blow your mind. All right, up to 75% of men with diabetes will experience ED. 75%, man. At some point in their lives, according to the Mayo Clinic, poor long-term blood sugar control can cause damage to the nerves and blood vessels, leading to ED. That is why men with diabetes will experience erectile dysfunction up to 15 years earlier than men without diabetes. All right, and remember now, I was talking earlier about a 15-year-old child, a male child now, who has juvenile diabetes and had it from since he was 3 years old. You don't think that 15-year-old child want to actually, when he grows up, be able to have a family? See, these are the things I'm talking about. Y'all better get people on this line so they can learn, all right? And true, Regal Medical, and him being one of our clients, he is slowly decreasing the amount of diabetic meds that he is on. And if that ain't a reason for round applause, I know I can't hear y'all. Y'all need to give thumbs up in the group for a 15-year-old child who is now on these products and decreasing the amount of insulin and night controller that he is on. He is on no more night controller, just on being on 2 of the products that we are gonna actually talk on at the end of this call. If that ain't a reason for persons who are ready, what we call it, Ruth Ann, the largerholics who on this line, if y'all can't put thumbs up or 111 on the group for that young man, y'all joking. All right, Ruth Ann, they gotta put 111 in the group for that young man, who is now decreasing the amount of insulin and off-night controllers. Okay. In addition, diabetes is often linked with other medical conditions that can cause ED, including high blood pressure. See, now, in my Know Your Numbers call, and I can soon start that back one night, Ruth Ann, the Know Your Numbers call, all right? And the thing about it is, know your numbers. Because I wish Janky Pratt was on this line, because we had a health fair with her. And one thing she told the people out there, numbers never lie. Some of y'all go to the doctor tell you now your blood pressure high, or your sugar too high, or your cholesterol too high, or your weight too much, your BMI is too high. This is too high, that is too high, the next thing is too high. What am I gonna say about Ruth Ann?
Sorry, I was trying to get Jan on the line. Sorry about that.
Yeah, what Dr. Franco say about the blood?
He says the life of the blood is in the life of the flesh is in the blood.
The life of the flesh is in the what? See, I turned into a pastor just now. Repeat that. The life of the blood is the what? In the what?
The life of the blood is in the flesh.
Okay, so my thing about it,
the life of the flesh is in the blood. Sorry.
The life of the flesh, the life of your flesh is in the blood. And your flesh is all of those organs, all of the mitochondria that make up those organs. The life is in that blood. All right. So when they draw off that blood and we send that blood to the lab, when those numbers come back, them numbers there to slap you all in your face. All right. All right. So
Jan's coming on now. Okay, Donnelly.
Who?
Jan K. Pratt's coming on now. So she'll be on shortly.
All right, good. All right, good. That's what good. That's what good. Some medications may help a man with, and Joy on. Is Joy on?
Yeah, Joy is on. Hold on, let me get her up. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, bring her Joy up. And King Clive on?
I think, let me go get him. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, Joy is up. Joy is up.
And what's her name? Beverly Hollis is on, right? And I'm not. See, let me tell you something, because I bringing all them up in this call tonight, and we ain't gonna be long. We gonna be strong tonight. All right, because we saving some lives tonight. We saving some marriages tonight. We saving some relationships tonight. We stopping some men from suffering in silence tonight. Tonight. It starts tonight on this call. On this call. So let me start that second paragraph again. In addition, diabetes is often linked with other medical conditions that can cause ED, including high blood pressure, all right? Coronary artery disease. Some medications may help a man with diabetes achieve and maintain an erection. Now, although many of them are not suitable for people with heart conditions because they interfere with heart medication. Now, let me tell you all about somebody who called me, and this man called me all the way from New Jersey. All right, I live in the Bahamas now. Living in the Bahamas, but he called me all the way from New Jersey. He said to me, now look here, somebody from Florida, who I know is in Florida, I in the Bahamas now. Somebody in Florida told him to call me. The man was a young man. He's a young man. Not was he still living? He's very happy now. He's a happy camper. You understand? He's setting up all kind of tent. He pitching tent and holding all kind of campfire in his bedroom with his wife. That man had diabetes and kidney failure. All right? We helped him at Regal Medical, all right, with these products. Do you know that man before, why he called, he took the blue pill, Roseanne. Dr. Joy, he took the blue pill. And when he took that blue pill, they had to take him to the emergency room because he got a reaction, an erection. It stayed there, but his penis started turning blue because the erection wouldn't go down. The man almost lost his penis trying to save his marriage, trying to have an erection. They had to rush him to the emergency room. They had to make an incision into that gentleman's penis to let the blood out. Do you understand me?
That's insanity.
Look here, y'all stop going, getting the blue pill and the Chinese this and the bag, we're going to bag bush, get this pill or that pill. Y'all better stop that. He could have lost his manhood for the rest of his life. And these same things that I hear, these are things that we've been through in Regal Medical, okay? And so, another call, Dr. Joy, you are there?
Yes, darling, I'm here.
Okay, just briefly, I want you to touch, because I know one of these products is your baby, and that's the and that's the one that helps with hormones. Because you actually briefly state how that INNER7 assists men, because I know in one of my earlier slides I talked about obesity and how it affects men and their hormones, and I know you. That's your avenue. I stick to my call, and that's your call. Those vital minerals that we have here, that you actually use, and then you could introduce with yourself and your company, and state why you like this INNER7 and why for hormonal reasons.
Wow, guys, tonight I am a specialist. I specialize in orthomolecular medicine, which means I treat people at that cellular level. And when we look at cells and we look at oxidation and we look at toxins in the body, what we are realizing that in today's world, in today's lifestyle, bringing back where you are today, a lot of these issues start to, corrode the tissues in the body by the foods, by the prescribed meds that Nurse Donnelly was talking about earlier on. And, we want a quick fix pill. And what we fail to realize is that the minerals are very important. Magnesium, zinc, calcium, zinc, important, very, very important. Phosphorus, potassium, all of these helps in the regulating of the prostate gland. And we are going to, as is Men's Health tonight, I'm going to zone in on the prostatitis syndrome. Many times a man's prostate is enlarged. That doesn't necessarily mean it's cancerous in nature. There are all sorts of inflammation and viral infections and bacterial infections, dysbiosis that starts in the penile gland, which is the urethra. All right. We're talking about men tonight. In women, you see the thing happening. In men, you don't, because the urethra is coils, and in that penile, gland there, all these little things happens. The microbiome, which Ms. Donnelly would have talked about, all these bacteria, they fester in there. And we don't know what's happening. Sometimes you're holding up a pee-pee, the bladder gets inflamed, infected. You may have kidney stones, and all that affects the prostate. So there is an enlargement because the urethra passes through the prostate. Picture, you put your finger with a little circle and you put the index finger through it. That's the urethra that goes through. And when that is enlarged, it swells on, it presses on the prostate and causes prostatitis syndrome. So there is an enlargement. And all these inflammations there, zinc helps to break that down. That's why we need the minerals in our body, because if without the minerals, these are the building blocks of proteins in the system that helps to break down and give these, the immune cells, the immunoglobulin index cells, the IgL cells, the strength to break down all these inflammatory responses that we have. So it is important of your minerals, your potassium, because it regulates that flow with the endocrine system in men. And even for cancer in nature as well. If these nodes are enlarged and it becomes, dysbiosis takes place, meaning that there's a differentiation within the cells. So if your squamous cell starts to, expand and cause all of these issues around, and then we have a problem. And, we are seeing, they normally say in, Black men, my ethnicity groups there, is more, they have more of these issues. And not only that now, because of the environment that we are in now, all ethnic groups are having these issues. So it is important that we really, really love our minerals and understand what it does. And we also has to work with a diet as well. I am hearing this Donnelly, talking a heart out on what we are eating, the high blood pressure I'm seeing up there. What you think causes all that? When your potassium level is low, you put a strain on your thyroid gland. And when the thyroid gland gets into an upheaval and a disarray, it's going to cause restriction on the cardiovascular flow. And you might feel, palpitation of the heart, irregular heartbeat, arrhythmias, and all of these things. It is because your potassium level is low. It's not necessarily you get a heart attack. So we must be cognizant and mindful of the information that we are being fed and what we are giving out here tonight. Thank you, Nurse Donnelly.
Thank you so much, Joy. See, look here, y'all better be on
I
that call tomorrow
have
night.
Jan. Jan is up as well. So whenever you're ready, she's there.
John. Look here. I was just talking about you. And I want you to explain the expression when you say numbers don't lie, as you're and you're a fitness and wellness coach. And what do you mean by the numbers do not lie? And what you can actually talk about your business and why you use these products in your business for your clients.
Well, for me, you can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, for most persons, the average Bahamian don't get checkup, right? Like I tell people, you go to the doctor's hospital, what they do, they check just your weight, right? We just checking our weight and we go by, hey, how heavy or how light we are, and we discard those numbers, right? Then you have numbers that can indicate whether you're having issues with visceral fat. We're not talking about visceral fat. Visceral fat, a high visceral fat can indicate that this client or this customer or this patient have high cholesterol. This could tell me how the numbers could tell me automatically this person don't drink enough water, this person isn't sleeping, this person, everything is out of whack. My product definitely help my clients with the hormonal issues, because a lot of us females, we scared to talk, and we really need to. I don't know what it is.
Talk it, Jan. Talk it. Speak the truth. Shame the devil.
Why are we ashamed to talk? I always tell people this my motto for 2022. Your story could be a foundation for someone's victory. Until we learn that we're here for our service to people and not ourselves, we'll be sharing our story even with the dog. The dog can get tired of us telling the story. You see Dr. Rudan, she tell a story with pride. She sit back and relax, eyes watch across her leg and all. She tell a story. So the numbers tell me that, hey, I need to get myself sorted out. Some person dread the scale. I always just tell people, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power once you can apply it. But you know what's going on with you, just get to the bottom of it. Get to the bottom of it. Don't wait. Don't wait. The numbers tell me, when people tell me, say, oh no, girl, I drink water all the time, and I eat my fruits on time, and I eat this and I eat that. I said, Mom, stop. Don't do it. I want you to lie to yourself, because you ain't lying to me. Don't lie to yourself. And it's important. Now, we talk about the numbers. It's important that we demonstrate to others that I take the products. The products is good for me. It worked for my family. It'll work for you. Now, only way my products work for you if you're consistent. So you could take it today. The packets have 27 in it. And next 3 months, you still get 2 in it. Miss, stop it. Gotta be consistent. Let the numbers will indicate whether or not you're consistent, because it'll keep on going down. The numbers would need to go down, will go down. The numbers would need to go up, will go up. We indicate muscle. A lot of us lose a lot of muscle mass because of these crazy diets that we're oh Lord, we damaging our system with some of these crazy diets. We tearing down our bodies for some of these crazy diets. Listen to your body. Your body don't lie. Detoxing every day. The food that we eat actually helps us with detox, believe it or not. You know, I want us to come to the point where we unlearning what we thought we know. Get into the now. Get into, hey, I know what I know. Let me know something else, because what I know ain't working. How about I try something else? But most definitely, I encourage people to go ahead and get your products and use them. Use them. Because again, the numbers, Dr. Rudan, the Bahamas suffering.
Bad. But Jan, tell them what you do. Because you sitting there looking all like you just come out the gym like, Tell them and show them what you do, girls. Tell them and show them what you do.
Listen, I'm a fitness instructor. I believe in my passion. My passion is helping others. And I realized that it's not even about me anymore. It's about saving people's lives. I do all type of training. I have strength training, resistance training. I also do aerobics. Aerobics is tomorrow, by the way, 6 a.m. Every 6 a.m.
6 a.m. guys, wakey, wakey.
6 a.m. I have free programs, because you know something? If you can't afford free, you too cheap.
I'm John. I'm sorry. Your 6 a.m. is that online? I know Rhonda has hers on Friday. Queen Rhonda's on the line, right? You know, bring her up, because I got 2 questions to ask her. But y'all, I know I have a presentation, but I'm not going to go through this whole presentation tonight. I just want to get some people who are in the wealth and wellness field on this line for y'all to know that they're using this on their persons and on their clients, and that it is working. It is working for their clients. We need to start saving some lives. We need to start saving some marriages. We need to start getting these people off of big pharma. That is what this call is for, to help our men, to actually get them more. Look here, these men suffering in silence, and we need to help our kings. We need to help our kings of the Caribbean. We need to help our kings of their dog in Canada, right, Sister Marva? We need to help our kings in the US who are on this line. Our kings. We need to bring our kings to the forefront, and we need to assist them. And we as women, we can also assist them. Don't believe that we have to just sit back and they have to help themselves. Men don't talk, and as Queen Pride is saying, Janky Pride is saying, we need to talk.
And Jan, you deal with men and women, right? So
Men
it's not
and
just
women.
men and women, yeah. So
Men and women.
So men,
it's
she's out there for you 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you suddenly have a reasoning in your head and a reckoning and say, guess what? I'm ready. She'll be ready for you tomorrow morning. And like she said, she also has free programs. And if you can't get into free,
You cheat.
well, she can't help you, period. Dot. It's
Cheat.
802-1800, 802-1800. Call Miss Pratt. She can get you on the right track. And then, like she said, and what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to show you what networking is about. We're trying to show you that this ain't the Donnelly and Ruth Ann show. This is what everybody is offering out there that can do something for you, in the health and wellness space. And you heard it from Jan, and you've heard it from Nurse Adelie. Listen, our countries, because I just can't even include just the Bahamas, our countries are sick.
You remember Queen Joy?
Yeah, are sick. Joy could tell you. She could tell you about Trinidad. And then people on here could tell you about Jamaica. Our countries are ill, guys.
In trouble.
And in big trouble. And, it always starts with the head. And our men are supposed to be our leaders, and the head of the home. So we need to deal with our men, and we need to get them on track. So thank you so much, Jan. Thank you so much for getting on. We appreciate you, girl. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
So before I sum this presentation up in 5 minutes, I just want to bring on somebody, and then at the end I'm gonna also bring on King Clive if he's on, or Beverly. But I want to bring up Queen Rhonda Burrows.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hi,
Queen.
Rhonda. How you doing, Queen?
I'm good. Good.
Could you tell persons where you do and how you fit in the wellness world, and what you've been doing with the 10D in the wellness world, and has been helping persons in fitness?
Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. I don't have my camera on. I just finished probably working out already, sweating. But anyway, the 10D program, like Ms. Donnelly was about to say earlier, we do have it's a 10-day program that that covers you from head to toe. It covers every last one of the 4 dynamic products. It gives you a whole, it's a fitness program, meaning that it's a book, that the nutritional book that has information about cooking, your calories intake. Also, along with that, it also has exercises in there. It gives you information about the products, how to use the formulas every single day. It helps you with meal planning. You're going to be responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. It gives you day 1, what are you eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Along with this program, I also have a Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. Zoom class. It's free. It's not being charged at all. And it's amazing. I've got a few women on there, and they've been moving. They are Sankey customers. They've been moving. They appreciate it. They're consistently there every Friday morning. And because of it, it's been able to motivate, pump them to move. And that's my slogan for this year. Just move. Just take our Balage, take our Inner 7, take our Quinwe Fire, take our Saki protein shake, and just move, because then it's going to give you the energy. It's a guide. And any questions, any concerns that you have, I'm here, along with the Dynamic Queen Ruth Ann and Dynamic Queen Donnelly Adderley and the rest. We're here to assist you. It's just been amazing. That's all I could say. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. And hey, if you have any questions, come and join us. And the link is always sent out every Thursday or maybe even a Friday morning first thing, because you know I'm busy. It's every day I'm working out. Every single day I'm working out. And I encourage you guys to just come and join us and see what the 10D program it's all about. It's amazing and we have fun. Fun, guys, it's fun. And you do it at your pace. You don't do it nobody else's pace. Whatever questions, like I said, concerns that you have. And we give you some tips, we give you some testimonies when we're actually meeting on Friday mornings at 6:30. And I've been in health and fitness for so long. I'm actually a soccer coach. Been doing that for, oh my God, decades. I've played soccer also. And this is my life. This is my life. It's my life. One of these days you'll see me, then you'll try to figure out what my age is. So,
Child, I get shocked when she tell me what her age was. Child, when she tell me her age, I say that, hell no, hell no. I thought she was in set with us, girl. You tell me she ain't in set with us, girl. I was
No,
like,
she
what?
ain't set with us. She ain't set
No,
with
I'm
us.
not.
She make me feel bad. Hey, remember that commercial to come on? I don't lie about my age. Ambi does, but she say she don't lie about her age. Sankey does, and guess what?
no,
It's the truth.
no, guys.
Yes, Miss Kim,
it's-
whoever Miss Kim is, yes, we do still have the 10D kit. It is still available for purchase, so just letting you know.
Okay, so let me just finish off this presentation and finish it strong because we have something at the end of this. And I know persons don't want to be on the call much longer. So let me just go through this and y'all gonna see me flying through this, but guess what? Listen and listen attentively, all right? So as with this slide, high blood pressure. Now, let me tell you something. Everybody on this line who have hypertension or have somebody living with them and have hypertension, you better get my camera on, Dr. Rusan. Anybody can see
Yeah,
me?
girl, have your camera on.
Call a blood pressure machine. Now look here. I tired of people saying, yeah, I have hypertension. What your pressure is what is your pressure first thing in the morning when you get up? What is your pressure in the afternoon?
Child, I don't know. I ain't supposed to know that age.
So you taking your medication. Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes you may feel bad and you may think your pressure is high, and all the while your pressure has dropped too low. And so what do you think? If your pressure is already too low and you go and take hypertension meds, what's going to happen? You're looking for a flat line, right? Death. You have hypertension, especially if you're on hypertension meds. Look here. It's called a blood pressure apparatus or a blood pressure machine. Get it in your house. And guess what? For those here in the Bahamas, and if you need me to ship it wherever you are, guess what we have? If your camera's on me and you can see me, this is called a health watch and also a fitness watch. On this watch, you can get your temperature, your O2, how much oxygen going into your body, your blood pressure. It gives you a reminder to drink water. It also tracks your steps. It takes, what else? Your temperature, all sorts of things this medical watch does.
Your menstrual cycle
Your menstrual
women.
cycle, yeah.
for women. I know that's a man call, but yeah.
You understand? So look here. The medical world has made it so well, and guess what we're gonna soon be having to make it affordable, because for a lot of people who do not have health insurance, health becomes costly. But in Regal Medical, we're also gonna have what we call the continuous glucose monitors for those who have diabetes, so they don't have to be checking themselves every day. It's just a part to put on your shoulder, bam. And then it's connected to your phone. If your blood sugar is going too low or too high, your phone say too high, too low. I mean, and also with this watch is connected to your phone. And today, I got really upset with somebody because me, after I had my last son, I plagued with hypertension. I had pregnancy-induced hypertension. And after the baby pop out, you're supposed to the hypertension is supposed to go away, but it decided to stick with me, and I had to go on meds. But I've been off hypertension meds for 2 years being on these products. But sometimes, you know, the spirit of God don't dwell in man always, and somebody did something and I get mad. And you know what? What's so special about this? My phone went off. My phone said your pressure is too high. Right.
Sound like Donnelly, but anyway, let me go
I
back in
think
my
about
corner.
it is. And so it say, Donnelly, you gotta calm yourself down and take some Bellagio and Canoe mix automatically. And I took it because I called Shelly. I spoke with her this morning. I call. I say, my phone tell me my pressure too high. Didn't I tell you that today? What a walk. So I had some Bellagio and Canoe in the car. I put it in my water and I drink it. And I check my pressure on my watch in the next 15 to 20 minutes before I pulled out. And guess what? My pressure went right back down. No medication. Man, look here. Y'all do know what y'all buck into. Anyway, so another common cause of erectile dysfunction is hypertension or high blood pressure. Chronic high blood pressure is when the heart is working too hard to pump blood, and the blood is repeatedly putting pressure on the walls of the arteries. According to American Health Association, 1 in every 3 adults over 20, they didn't say over 30 and 40 and 50, because people just want to call you old. These young people want to call you old, but over 20 have high blood pressure. Hypertension raises the risk of heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney disease or failure, vision loss, angina, peripheral artery disease, sexual dysfunction. In men, it can present as erectile dysfunction, and in women, it presents as low libido. Yeah, that's what hypertension does. To manage high blood pressure, the American Heart Association recommends eating a balanced diet low in salt, limiting the amount of alcohol intake, or just stop drinking, man, okay? Being physically active, maintaining a healthy weight, and properly taking any prescribed medication. And guess what? For those of you on prescribed medication, you bumped into the right call, man, because guess what? Being on the products, we can, in Regal Medical and Island Girl Healing, and Dr. Joy and Pride and Rhonda, we've assisted persons in lowering their blood pressure. So they have been able to decrease the amount of medications that they're on. And I can speak for Regal Medical. We now help patients off of blood pressure medication. That's what we're doing here. All right, so high cholesterol. Y'all see all that cholesterol, man? See, look here, that's the fried foods. Look all that. Look at it. All right. Eat more fruits and vegetables, please. Eat from
You know, it'd be scary if we really could actually see what was really going on inside us, I think we would all run away. We'd put our head in the sand.
Again, our next call, I'm gonna get a live video of how that really looks.
Because mother said,
okay, that is plaque in your artery. Plaque in your artery. And that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was speaking to somebody. Both he has heart condition and his brother had a stroke. And a doctor who actually deals with these products, a natural doctor who actually deals with these products, told them, they guess what, collect your urine. Because when you go on the Bellagio or the Canoe, anyone, when you start urinating, collect your urine for 24 hours in a container and tell me what you see. Both of them call me and they say, man, look, sadly, look here. We collected our urine, they're both brothers, in a container. Ruth Ann. They saw the oil, the cholesterol settle to the bottom of their urine while they were urinating out the cholesterol out of their body, the plaque, and it would actually settle to the bottom of the container. They look like old fat.
Oh my God.
Old fat after drinking the Bellagio for 27 days. Then he told them to collect their urine.
Wow.
The plaque was coming out in the bottom of the container. In the bottom of the container. Like,
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
you
So
know,
guys, go ahead, sorry.
so my thing about it is, those of us who are gonna start the products, or those who are on the products, and you know you have a high cholesterol, get a container for 24 hours and collect that urine. Y'all can run away from your own urine.
Your camera's off, by the way, just want to let you know.
Okay. Oh, my kids were passing. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's some serious stuff. All right. So you wanted to say something before? Okay.
No, I
One
just
of the
wanted to share, when you're finished, I want to share about that same blue pill you were talking about.
Okay, all right. Let me just quickly go through this. All right. So one of the most common cause of erectile function is atherosclerosis, which is all this yucky stuff and like what they were urinating out. And high cholesterol can lead to this condition. Research shows that men with high levels of total cholesterol have an increased risk of developing erectile dysfunction because it messes with their circulation. I mean, it isn't there, but I'm just saying, all right? It clogs up. What could pass through here? What could pass through here? You'll see how narrow that, what erection you could get. Anyway, furthermore, studies show that erectile dysfunction in patients with high cholesterol is indicative of and puts the person at high risk for later developing coronary heart disease. So guess what? If they say you have high cholesterol, please bring your cholesterol level down to see what it could lead to. All right? Heart disease. So let's talk a little bit about heart disease. It is proven that erectile dysfunction may be an early sign of heart disease. So if you're having erectile dysfunction now, you can have a stroke later. If you have any erectile dysfunction now, it could mess with your heart later. So find out what the underlying condition is. Get some stuff and get that thing out of your body, okay? There are a number of reasons these conditions are related. Firstly, the buildup of plaque. But there was those guys who urinating now, what they tell me about yesterday in the arteries can limit blood flow to the penis, leading to difficulty with an erection. Another reason, according to the Mayo Clinic, see, I ain't just saying this, I using references, is due to dysfunction of the inner lining of the blood vessels and smooth muscles. This limits blood supply to the penis and the heart, causing first ED and then heart disease. You all see the repetitiveness? Okay, smoking. Now look, if you're on this line and smoking, put down the cigarette. Find a way, get help. All right? Smoking damages blood vessels, which results in poor circulation. And all these things they talk about circulation and poor blood supply to all the organs in the body, including to the penis and to the heart. The chemicals from the cigarette smoke line the blood vessels. See, all these things just clogging up your arteries and impair their function. If the blood vessels in the penis are damaged, they cannot expand and fill with blood, which is necessary for an erection. Fortunately, if you quit smoking, your vascular health is likely to improve. So look here, if you're smoking, put it down. Excessive alcohol consumption. Alcohol acts as a depressant on the nervous system. All right? It can block messages from the brain to the body, affecting a man's ability to maintain an erection. Short-term alcohol may prevent the body vessels in the penis from closing once they are filled with blood. This means that a man may be able to become erect, but not able to maintain it. So what's the reason then? You're coming erect, but you can't maintain it. What's the reason? All right. So you gotta stop drinking alcohol. Long-term alcohol can cause damage to the blood vessels and lead to hypertension and heart disease. I mean, the circulation, y'all just messing up your heart, man. Y'all gotta stop it. 2 big risk factors for erectile dysfunction. All right, degenerative disease. Degenerative diseases are conditions in which there is a continuous degeneration of the cells in tissues and organs. Various studies found that 50 to 75% of men with multiple sclerosis experience ED. Women with MS also experience sexual dysfunction and in the form of low libido. Other degenerative diseases which may cause erectile dysfunction include cystic fibrosis, Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, and many others. But we had persons who had some of these diseases, they've taken the products and eventually mitochondria, and they have had improvement. I see the same things.
Did you just say a pun? Do they have hard improvement?
Yep, hard improvement. All right, pitch intense. All right, so prescription and over-the-counter medication. Unfortunately, there are many prescriptions and over-the-counter medications that can cause sexual dysfunction. So we need to get these prescription medications down that you're putting in your body, and you've bumped into the right place. You actually have stumbled on the right page. All right. These drugs include diuretics and high blood pressure drugs, antidepressants, anti-anxiety, and anti-epileptic drugs, antihistamine, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, Parkinson's disease medication, anti-arrhythmic, muscle relaxants, prostate cancer medications, and chemotherapy drugs, and something I missed out there, and many, many more. If you are experiencing ED due to drugs, do not stop taking your medication. Talk to your doctor to see if there's anything you can do, i.e. switching drugs, reducing, see what I say? I said earlier, we've helped people to reduce the amount of drugs they're taking. You stumble upon the right thing to improve the situation, okay? So, depression, anxiety, and stress. Y'all stop, women on this line talking to y'all, stop stressing out our man here. Stop stressing out our men. Y'all hold your tongue. When y'all feel mad, look here. Anyway, I was gonna tell you what to do, but I don't know if I can sit out on an open call. But
Nope.
anyway, physical, and I'll behave myself. Physical and medical problems are not the only cause of erectile dysfunction. If a man has low libido or suffers from mental health conditions, he may not be able to achieve or maintain an erection. This includes depression, anxiety, or stress. But it can also extend to relationship problems. Just leave these men alone. Stop rowing them. Stop, and for those who are not from the house, we like to say row. So stop arguing with these men unnecessarily. Men don't like arguments, because that's another thing. Some men have confided in me, and we even had an open forum one night at church. And you know, a lot of men say, after we done talk to them and tell them all kind of things, for weeks, some of them can't even have an erection. For weeks, because what we tell them. And the thing about it is, then when the man will touch you, because what you tell him and he can't raise, the first thing to say, oh, so now you get somebody else say. You feeling for somebody else say. The man ain't feeling for nobody else. You killed the man libido with your mouth. And even I was guilty of that in the past. This real talk. As Jankin said, some of us don't like to talk real talk. So sometimes when our men are having sexual dysfunction, sometimes we gotta look at ourselves. What we feeding them, women, what we feeding them, and men sometimes we trying to feed y'all, good, y'all go behind our back, boy, that woman won't give me all this thing of food, man, like I want some fried food. No. That girl fat. The sexual drive. Some of y'all think alcohol helps, but it kills it. It kills it. And you know, down there in Jamaica, y'all get some good stuff called Cyril. Look here, y'all fellas who in Jamaica, take this same thing, Balage, put that in some syrup. That's all I'm saying. And we have it here in the Bahamas. I mix it too and I sell it. I give that to one. I mix that and I give a gallon bottle. Rudan. This is mine because he say his wife said he ain't like how he used to be.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
give that man that gallon. His wife come to me and tell me I mustn't give that man nothing. So, you know, y'all in Jamaica, y'all hear me, right? Okay. So, but it can also extend to relationship problems and intimacy issues. All right. Don't stop around these fellas, man, especially if you know you now there's adults on this line. All right. Look here. Intimacy doesn't start when you hit the bedroom. Intimacy starts long before then. Intimacy starts long before you get in the bedroom, and that's both sides, man and woman now. You can't just finish talking bad to your spouse. Then you're feeling froggy and want to wake up your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whoever, or your significant other, and then you want to get freaky. You'll get it right.
Froggy and freaky. Hey,
Get it right.
froggy and freaky.
And then when that person don't want to touch you, you want to blame them. Say, oh, they must be out there doing something else. You'll catch yourself. You just finished talking to the person bad, and then you want to get no. If you know, ladies, men, if you know you're feeling a little froggy, it's something called setting the atmosphere. And for those of you, you know, I don't mean to get this way, but I could tell you something for the married couple now, for the married set of people. When you're married, you know you could summon the angels in that room. And look here. The next one, the two of y'all can't wake up because you're weak. I'm telling you that. Even if you're not married and you're doing it, you're still supposed to treat that person with respect. Because libido, having a high or low libido is also a mental thing. It's a mental thing. Your significant other want to feel respected, want to feel loved. Even dog, now let me tell you something. Here in the Bahamas, we call our dogs, some of the dog when they have no true breed, we call them pot cake. A pot cake will protect your yard as long as you treat them with love. So treat your significant other with respect and what you say, because what you say will go a long way. And for those of us who have anxiety and depression, this right here can get you through any hard day. It's called Balage. So
There she goes with those puns again. A hard day.
We all love hard days, don't we?
Well, like the guy tell me, hard
I
men,
don't want no
hard,
on me now.
hey,
We all love
men,
hard
hey,
days.
hard men are good to find.
Yeah. We all love hard days. Hard days. Where we could go and camp out and go and, you know, and see some tents.
I want to share this testimony from a gentleman who he sent me. I can't pull it up because his name is at the top of my WhatsApp chat, but I'm just going to let you hear. I'm just going to let you hear what he said to me. And the picture that he sent me was the picture of the 4 Viagra in it. Okay. So this is what he said when he sent that picture.
You know what that is, right? I had that now from how long? About almost a month now, and I ain't touch it. well over 3 weeks. Ain't touch it, didn't need it. So that should tell you something. Yeah, that's still in my wallet for the last 3 weeks, almost a friggin' month. From I met you and that thing you give me, I never touched this. I never touched this, these stuff I sent you, because I don't need them.
So I just wanted to share that with you guys to understand the power of what we are offering here, and you know, these amazing supplements, these formulas, these formulations. And let me see if I could just quickly bring them up on the phone. I'm up on the screen. My laptop is now, of course, acting the fool. But let's see. Only I don't think my computer wants to bring them up.
What?
Nope. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see right now. Just give me 1 second. My computer is just acting really, 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 really crazy. But we have the amazing formula Balage, and that's one of my babies that I talk about all the time because it does some amazing things from the perspective of just being able to deal with your microcirculation. And so often we need our microcirculation to happen, and oftentimes we don't have it working for us at all. And that is what's missing. Let me see if it'll let it come up. It's not, it's bringing up the old presentation. Okay, so I can't bring it up at the moment, so I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not doing it. Nope, not letting me. And so you have,
walks on the screen.
okay, so we have our Balage that deals with our microcirculation. And with this microcirculation, you're dealing with able to get into the cell walls, get through the bloodstream. It also helps to remove the excess mucus, excess inflammation out of your body. And then you're dealing with energizing your mitochondria, and the mitochondria is the energy houses of your cells. So if you're those guys, because I have guys that say, okay, so can I go longer? I want to be able to go longer. Well, guess what? You're going to be able to go longer based on the fact you'll have more energy, because the energy comes from that and being able to pump that blood. That blood has to do with your microcirculation. So that is our Balage. So you want to speak about the Crenby Fire?
Oh, yeah. And then we'll let Joy talk about the inner 7.
Go ahead.
Okay. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Crenby Fire. It burns all of that. You remember I was talking about all that plaque and all of that cholesterol out of your arteries. When you drink this hot in the nighttime, it burns all that out, and also burns all that extra calories after you finish drinking all that beer and putting all that beer in your body. It helps to burn off all that calories, because I don't care what you say, rum is just calories. Rum is full of calories. That's why men call it bear belly, but that's not just fermentation. That's calories. That's why the men get the bear belly, and it's in our white papers. I'm going to show you all that another night, because when y'all see that and y'all see the research on that, y'all are going to blow your mind. Some of y'all will never drink rum again, and y'all rum will be Crenby Fire. Okay, with the Crenby Fire, as I said, it burns calories, so it's very good for those persons who have diabetes, because it actually lowers your A1C. When you go on Crenby Fire for those diabetics, they would notice that, hey, guess what? When they check their A1C within on their next cycle, because A1C, I think, is done every 6 weeks. It could be done every 6 weeks. And don't quote me on that. But when they take their A1C again, they would notice that it had dropped. It had dropped on the same Crenby Fire. And it's good news, because for gentlemen who are on insulin or glucophage or oral medications for diabetes, they will be able to decrease the amount of medication that they're taking and able to maintain a better erection. All right. Also, as I said before, with the plaque and the high cholesterol, all of that builds up and assists with heart issues, circulation, and also hypertension. So if you're on medication for high cholesterol and for hypertension, it actually gets you off of those medications. You can, you know, we've had persons like myself who's actually been able to come off of medication, taking that Balage that Dr. Ruthann said for the circulation, and the Crenby to clean out the arteries. They work hand in hand, guys. All right. So it's also good for sleep. We need sleep. Sleep, you know, I do a talk also on sleep. And I know when I get these talks back on because I'm so busy, but I have to try because as Janka and everybody else say, we're here to save lives. All right. With sleep, we have 4 stages of sleep, and we're supposed to repeat that those stages 4 to 6 times at night. And the thing about it is, within the third stage of sleep, is when we actually, our body starts to repair itself. And some of us never get to that third phase of sleep. That's why a lot of us are aging. A lot of us feel tired when we get up. A lot of us have diseases. Without proper sleep, there's a hormone that's released in the body when you go through these cycles of sleep. And that's how come a lot of persons are getting breast cancer, because they're not releasing that hormone. That's for the sleep talk. Anyway, this also helps along with the canoe to bring down cancer markers and to actually help with enlarged prostate. All right, along with another product that Dr. Joy is going to be talking about. But so far, the canoe and the Blage hand in hand, it works. And for those who don't have any issues except that ED, first of all, they need to find out the underlying issues. But while getting the results for those underlying issues, you can always start with simple products that are all natural, that can assist you while you wait for your results. So Dr. Ruth Ann, can you bring up Joy so that she can also talk about the Inner 7 briefly, please?
Joy can go ahead, Dr. Ruth, and drop off the call. Go ahead, Joy.
Hi, night, you guys. Okay, Inner 7, over 60 plus minerals in that Inner 7, to name a few: magnesium, calcium, potassium, zinc, copper, phosphorus. And these has been, reaped from deep sea water to 2,600 meters pipe depth in developing the Inner 7. These minerals, the benefits of these minerals play a crucial role in your body, especially they are the building blocks of your cell life, that mitochondria at the mitochondrial level, right? It improves, transit and increase the feeling of lightness. Okay, the magnesium is most important. It's the 4th most abundant mineral. 66 of this is found in your bones, 33 skeletal, and the rest cardiac muscles. All right, it also is innovative and helps in the connective tissues, diseases like autoimmune, rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, and lupus. Very important in regulating and helping the T cells build immunity against these autoimmune diseases. It also converts your blood sugar to energy. We were talking about what, in hand with the crucifer. Okay, it's a natural anti-stress agent. It attracts water to the intestines. How many of us drink our water, 8 glasses of water daily? As soon as it digests, it reduces constipation, bladder infection, cystitis, prevalence caused by the bacteria of E. coli. All right, a lot of us are having these issues right now. I mean, I am telling you, I see patients every day coming in with some sort of something. That's why we have the passion in telling you folks, you need to get on these formulations. I don't call them products, I call them formulations, food for the immune system. Calcium helps to reduce the body acidity. It's not only good for teeth and bones, but it's also good for building red blood cells in the bone marrow, for strengthening the veins and arteries, for oxygenating the blood cells as well. Selenium has the effect on vitamin C, so it regenerates and protects that microcirculation. What we mean by microcirculation, many a times you take certain types of prescribed meds and it don't go, even a vitamin and certain types of synthetic minerals and formulations we take, and it don't go microcirculation level, meaning that it gets into smaller veins and arteries in the body. So you might find varices of veins, swelling of the feet, and all of these things taking place, all right, at nano particles in the system, meaning minute at a time. All right, potassium regulates the heart and muscles and promotes smooth transition of signals caused by stimuli along nerve endings. Persons who suffer with osteochondrosis, all these types of issues with the spine, may have an injury, bulging disc, inflamed disc, and all of these things. It helps in the regeneration, bringing back down the inflammation, activating the blood cells, the tissues that gets to it. It's like the electrical charges towards the body, sciatica nerves and all of that. Okay, it's also great in kidney health. Many of you don't, realize that. Sometimes when you feel palpitations of the heart, irregular heartbeat, it simply means that you're not getting enough potassium. The thyroid is not regulating the hormone, so you can produce the potassium at that endocrine level. Okay, copper regulates blood cholesterol. All right, and last but not least, the zinc, we talk about it, prostate health, men's health. So it's very important, folks, that we mineralize our body and help our body to restructure itself. What is being lost, our bone mineral density, and our minerals is what we are lacking to help with the bone mineral density, because when the blood comes acidic, it draws all these minerals from the body to keep the blood alive. Remember, your blood, just as it gives life, it can take life away from you. And most times it is not reabsorbed back into the blood. So we need to have the minerals at all times circulated into the biosystem. Back over to you, Nurse Donnelly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy. Thank you so much. Marva, did Ruth Ann come back on, or do we have to close out?
I would say close out. She's not back. She
Okay.
can't get in.
All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to let you know that we are here to assist. We are here to help. And also persons who invited persons on the call, if they need assistance, you can actually call us and we can assist you to help these persons. We are here to help. And so get back to the person who invited you to this call and let them know that, hey, we are here to assist. We are here to serve. We are here to help our men. And also on top of that, tomorrow night, we've started the men's call. Tomorrow night, we're starting our women's call night. I just want Miss Piera to come up and actually give us, because men on this line, you need to get your ladies on this call tomorrow night to give us a brief description of what we're going to hear tomorrow night. Dr. Pierre? Piera, sorry.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, I'm here. All right. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me because my internet has been dropping tremendously. But tomorrow night, we're going to talk about menopause, pre-post menopause, and what women go through. Tonight we talk about our guys, and we really love you guys. So you be on the call so you can support your ladies tomorrow night. That's what I'm going to talk about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you so much. So I hope that we've taken some pointers from this call tonight, and that we share the word. We share the word that men no longer have to suffer in silence. And we have persons who are out here willing to assist. So please, as I said, get back to the person who invited you on this call. Reach out to Island Girl Healing. Reach out to Regal Medical. Reach out to Dr. Joy. Reach out to Queen Marva. Reach out to Nurse Agatha Mortimer. Reach out to Coach Rhonda. Reach out to Coach Janet Pratt. Mr. Clyde Campbell, he couldn't make it tonight, but and reach out to Dr. Ruth Ann. All of us have our own practices where we've been assisting persons to recover and restore and reverse their health. And, men, we love you because you are what we call the headstone. You are the leaders, and we cannot have our leaders suffering. We cannot have our kings suffering any longer. We need our men to know their numbers, because the numbers do not lie. Men do not like to go to doctors. They do not like to know what their blood pressure is. They do not like to know what their sugar levels are. They don't like to know what their cholesterols are. We have more men visiting the emergency room for through having these conditions. You know, and women, please, ladies, let's push our men to have their annual checkup every year. Every year. Because if some of us, if we were to talk to our significant others or our sons or our brothers or our fathers, and we ask them, when did you have had your last physical? They'll look at you like you're crazy. They will look at you like you're crazy. So let's encourage our men not to be silent, to get help. And we're here to assist them in being healthy, being strong. So as for Dr. Ruth Ann, Queen Marva, Dr. Joy, Nurse Agatha Moore, King Clive Campbell, Coach Rhonda, Coach Janket Pratt, we thank you for being with us this evening on this call. And please, Dr. Joy, what time is your call tomorrow? Dr. Joy, what time is your call tomorrow?
9, same time, like
Okay.
tonight, 9.
So please join us tomorrow as we talk about the women tomorrow night. Here, same place, same time. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, please get back to the person who invited you to the call. And if they cannot answer the calls, the questions for you, they will connect you with us. God bless you. God bless you, and may God keep you, and may God cover you. And thank you for joining us. Good night.
Good night, all.
Sister Marva, Queen
Yes, my
Marva.
darling. I know.
Good
I
night,
drank my
all.
Queen Fire. I drank it already, and I'm going to bed right now
Queen
as we
Marva.
speak. I know what it is.
Look here. You've been doing a wonderful job down there in Canada, man. Wonderful job.
I am
Wonderful job.
sleeping well.
Yeah, pushing this health and wellness there down in Canada. I'm gonna join you down there soon.
Oh yes,
I'm
please.
gonna join.
But
Yeah,
don't come
I'm
too
gonna
late,
join you
because you
down
know I
there
gotta go to
soon.
bed.
I love Canada, man. I love Canada.
It's beautiful here.
Somebody needs, okay, my number is 242-823-6685. 242-823-6685. Somebody was asking for my number.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, you know,
So some
I've
people
had-
just came in, so they might
people-
want to check on the YouTube link so they can get all of it.
yeah, they'll have to check on the YouTube.
Do you have it to drop it?
link. Mhm. Yeah, so who became the administrator so they can close
You.
out the call?
You're hosting right now.
All
So
right.
you have to close
So
out.
guys, you don't have to go to sleep. If you have to say good night, and if you really want to go to sleep and can't go to sleep, and you do not have the Canoe Fire, and call the person who invited you to call and say, guess what, you cost me to stay up all night now. I can't go sleep. I need to sleep. So give me a little pack of that red stuff what Nurse Ali was talking about so I can go to bed. Somebody saying number again, please.
I was trying to find the link for YouTube.
242-823-6684. I mean 85, sorry.
Wrong number.
Yeah, 242-823-6685. God bless you all.
So we know what you used to do in your younger days, eh? Give the guys the wrong number. This was a very good call. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. And I know Joy, look here, I know Joy can tear up the house tomorrow night.
Oh my God. I really need to go to sleep. Everybody go to bed. Go
Yeah,
to bed.
everybody gonna,
Get
you know, she can tear up the house. So good night all. God bless.
Right. Take care.